Happy Thursday, folks. We got a completely empty agenda today, so if there's anything you'd like to chat about, feel free to throw it on the agenda.
Nope, we all rushed to drop while the agenda's still empty.
I'm just checking in, seeing if this is still on.
It is, Michael. We've missed you.
We were all tempted to go hide when you showed up, but we decided against it. How have you been, Michael?
Pretty good.
Any good OCI stuff happening over there?
Lots of good OCI stuff's happening all the time. Nothing of note.
On my own to-do list here, I see I still owe Michael a response on the range header on the chunk response, so that's still on my own to-do list. And I think we've got other people working on other little things on the side as well.
Other Mike Brown, I guess.
Other Mike Brown, yeah.
I was gonna say that's a really long-lived to-do list if you have something from me.
No, other Mike was looking at PR 581.
Yeah, I was trying to catch up on some of the recent ones.
Drop in the chat here for you. He was looking at that one and saying that he had questions about how to read the PR. And so I've got a little bit of work to throw an example in there. And then the get response, we were only doing the chunked response there on when you're doing this stuff, but there's another section below where I needed to add a bit of detail about that range header. But I think the real thing you wanted was an example.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd say the big thing you missed was that we're going to work on a new tag listing API. That one has Jeff working on it.
Yeah, I think everyone approved it, so it's good to go.
Ship it.
No pagination still.
Jeff, you want to take it?
I think there was a comment about that actually. I mean, I think it kind of follows the same page size with like a offset, but pagination tends to be true. Like page 1, page 2 is very inefficient at high volumes.
I thought we went for the newer pagination syntax, which was not using that last and number, but just having the next page link in there.
Oh yeah, like the link to it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been a while since I looked at my own thing.
That'd be great. I guess I forgot the tag listing API had pagination. The repo catalog API is the one that didn't have pagination, right?
Yeah, the tag listing
all.
has two versions of pagination depending on who you want to upset worst.
Right.
You say repo
Cool.
catalog API, but there's no such thing, right? It's not in the spec.
Just keeps getting worse. Cool. Take a look at that.
Yeah, the idea on the new tag listing is that you run the listing, you get not just the tags, but descriptors behind it as well, so that you can see, hey, this thing is an artifact, this thing has this digest, this thing was created at a certain time,
Very
and you
cool.
don't have to go pulling individual manifests to try to get all these details. And there might be more details that you wouldn't normally have included in there as well.
Nice. Yeah, I like this.
All right, everybody's being quiet. Anything else we want to chat about or catch Michael up on?
Does it, and this will return each tag separately, even if it's the same manifest digest, or?
So yeah, I think there's going to be multiple entries in there per tag because the created time there is not the manifest created. Yeah, it's not the manifest created time. So it's not when the builder did his build job. It's the time you push and created that reference on the registry. So if you push two different tags, those have two different creation times, even if they point to the same digest.
Yeah, and then I think the other point behind that was ideally it'd be fantastic to follow this up with like a manifest list API that would then list them by digest and then also any tags that point to that one digest. But since it's a tag listing, it'd be more in line with existing to return them individually.
Yeah. And you get into complexities with lists of lists that when you get a ton of tags get kind of weird.
So I think maybe to summarize some of the other motivations behind this was essentially to provide a OCI spec standard way of listing new items in a repository or in a registry. Because right now there's not any way to do that. And so you have to use sort of registry specific implementations. But this would actually make like an OCI spec where, you know, list me all tags by date. And then just let me find, you know, the last 100 and I can see if I have those or not.
Cool.
And the way we are differentiating this is that the clients would give you an accept header that says, I'll accept the new format. And then the registry knows it can return the new tag listing versus the old tag listing. And the registry uses the content type header to say whether it's using the new format or the old format.
Yes. Cool.
We're also trying to get the namespace header on proxies in there as well. So things are trying to go through. Probably one of our oldest PRs out there that we're still working on.
Yeah, 66. Wow.
We went all the way back to 2019. But this one allows someone to make a pull-through proxy that can serve more than one registry by letting the client pass an extra field in.
Yeah. I guess Derek opened this while he was at Docker, and we were waiting until he returned to Docker to close it.
Works for me, doesn't it? Saeed, welcome. You missed the intro where we said we had absolutely no agenda, so we're just kind of chatting about stuff that Michael's missed since he hadn't been around for a bit. But anything you want to throw on the agenda, feel free. Otherwise, we're probably going to wrap it up here in a couple minutes. Oh, as soon as I give you guys the option that we might wrap this up soon, you all get super quiet. I see how that works.
I'm gonna add an unofficial agenda item that's not really an agenda item. This is just I have a question for Michael Brown while he's here.
Sure.
Someone had asked, so someone was doing some things that are of questionable intent, value, something, around adding extra fields to manifest. And I think a while back, I think ECR had blocked pushes on unknown fields. Do you know if that's still the case?
Yeah. Yeah, that was something that this is before. I mean, this is the way ECR chose to do it when it was originally created. That is still the case.
Okay, nope, good to know.
Is that just manifest or does that also include the image config?
I think we treat image configs as blobs. Yeah, image config is not.
Okay.
We don't.
Makes sense. It would be harder to do, but that
Yeah.
might be if somebody's trying to weasel some extra data in, that would be another place they could sneak it in.
Yeah, I mean it's this. Yeah, everyone loves that choice that we made. If there's specific fields, feel free to send them my way, or we have introduced support for sort of known fields ahead of the spec in the past, but we do not have plans to change it for all fields at this point.
Okay, yeah, the use case in question is around the rapidly evolving space of AI models and images, and yeah, there was hey, we could actually put some of this stuff in a field on a manifest, and that would simplify a lot of things and not pushing artifacts. But yeah, I don't know how valid that is, or how
Yeah.
I foresee this never being a spec thing, or at least unlikely to. So
I mean, and annotations won't work.
as there might be some alternative approaches. I think we're just trying to weigh different things. So I think initially, yeah, we had pushed some things up and referenced them as just like indexes, or as other manifests, but then depending on the registry implementation, that would require all of the linked manifests to be in the same registry, just to maintain that like index to manifest DAG. So then it was kind of like, well, we don't really care if they exist. This is kind of a way to relax validation on manifests existing in a repository. Was, well, let's just name them something different. All of these things are terrible ideas, but that's just the nature of rapidly moving things at the moment in the AI field.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm happy to take a look. We are considering all sorts of things in the name of AI that maybe we didn't in the past. So let's
Yeah, aren't we all? Yeah, maybe I might send you a message or something and just pick your brain a bit on it. So.
Yeah.
Bark, bark, bark.
Give you 10 more seconds of awkward silence before we call this.
I think Jeff has made sure that Michael never comes back to one of these.
You
Thanks,
show up
Jeff.
and everybody's like, hey, you haven't been here so long. Check out all these things we've been doing.
Are you guys
But-
still not spec compliant?
It's not that they're not compliant, it's just that they took a should not as like doesn't say must.
Yeah, that's fair. We have genuinely missed you, Michael. It's nice to have someone from AWS on these calls.
Yeah.
And not just because you're from AWS, because you are genuinely nice to have on these calls.
Happy to be back. Don't mind being a punching bag.
All right. On that note, good seeing everybody. We'll circle back here another week and see if anybody's had time to knock some of these things out. Cheers, all.
Thank you.